Hello, my name is Cody Monsalve. Today I'm going to teach you how to tape hands on amateur fighter here, Mark Lichty. Alright, first of all, you always start by massaging, get the blood flowing to the hands. Nice quick couple minutes massage. Nice quick massage right here. We're always going to start a little high on the wrist. Okay? You don't want to start too low, you want to get nice good support. Always start away from the wrist, away from the thumb. Start a little high. Do a couple of layers. And you go all the way down to the wrist. You want to get nice good support. Then you start going to the knuckles. Make sure your fighter's hands wide open. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll do one layer. Alright, and I'll put this little, it's a little roll of gauze you can put. Helps even out the fighter's knuckles. Okay, you always put one on the pinky, one right here, between the index finger and the middle finger. And I do that a couple of times. Okay, then we have two choices of paddings here. Okay, we have this padding is original padding. You could use this in MMA and also in Muay Thai too. And we have this padding too. You usually see a lot of boxers use this. And today I'm gonna use this one just to show you, because this one's easy. Nice, put this on. Show you a little bit difficult one. This one's, I really like this one too. Put this right over the knuckles. Do it one time. Make sure his his knuckles are wide open. Then you flip it over. Flip over. Do it again, one more layer. Close. Make sure it's nice covered. If you can, you could drag it down a little bit. Make sure it's nice and covered down. You always get some good protection, and you go back down to the wrist. Do a couple more times. Then you go to the thumb. You see a lot of people they go on top of the thumb and away from the thumb. And that's a big mistake a lot of people use. My method is going on top of the thumb and up, because it helps make a fist. Helps because you see a lot of fighters injure their hands, their thumb, they're going to pull back. So I want that to not happen. So I'll put it right here. Go back up a little bit. Again, this is mostly for Muay Thai fighters, boxers. See a lot, and if you tape hands for MMA, you won't do a lot of this padding because it might bunch up in the glove. You do the thumb a couple of times on top of the thumb and up. Make a fist. It's nice down, open. See, what I'll do is go over a little bit over the padding and tuck this in. Over padding and tuck this in. Make sure it's nice and secure. Make a fist. Feels good. It's always good to ask your fighter how it feels. That's why you always bring backup gauze and everything. Okay. Backup gauze just in case. And again, you just go back to the wrist. Go to the thumb. Make a fist. You always want to make sure your fighter's hand is wide open too, because if it's tight, it's gonna cut off circulation in the glove. You always want to make sure your fighter's hands like this, because that's not how he's gonna be punching like this. Make a fist. You start at the wrist. Start a little bit higher than the wrist, and you end at the wrist. Okay. It always depends on the fighter's hand. If he has bigger hands, the more you usually use a full roll of gauze. In this case, his hands aren't that big, so I use a little bit more than 3/4. But now what I'm gonna do? Always tape away from the thumb, just like how I did the gauze. Start right here. What I'll do is hold this right here. right? I'll hold this right here since it won't cut off circulation. I hold it right here and pull. Okay? Make a fist. And then I'll just do one light layer. Then you do the in between the fingers with the tape. I don't like putting Codt between the tape, between the fingers. Open nice and wide. Put it right here. Make sure it's nice and tight. Turn around. Nice and tight. Make a fist. And down. And you do it for between all the fingers. Turn around. And what you'll see me do, make a fist, is kind of taper it a little bit. Like you know how plywood is, nice and strong? Kind of taper it, not all the way down. Kind of taper it towards the end. It's nice secure. Okay? One more time. Turn around, wide. Make a fist. Alright, then you do one more layer around the wrist. What you do, put it right here, right underneath. Then make a fist, nice and tight, because this is where the hand mostly breaks, right here. And so you want to make it a little bit more snug. Make a fist. And some commissions, what I like to do is put a little bit more than an inch. You don't want to tape over the knuckle. Some commissions might give you a hard time about that, some commissions not. Oh. Make a fist. And okay, after one layer, what I'll do is like plywood. You see a lot of Jacob Stitcherand does this. Alright, just like plywood, okay? Just right here, make a fist. So you do a layer going up, okay? So from right here. First layers don't always have to be all nice and pretty. Alright, after that's done, I'm going to do one more layer. Okay? Start from right here, remember, away from the thumb. This is nice and tucked in. Now the final layer, want it a little bit more snug. turn around. You always want to have the palm open, wide. Fighter's hands wide. Tuck this in a little bit. Turn around. Make a fist. Nice and secure. Open. Alright, now you do the thumb. And go up. Out. Make sure the fighter always has his hands closed for the thumb, because you don't want to cut circulation off. I like doing it one time. Too much tape might cut off circulation, but you always ask your fighter. Some fighters don't like the thumb taped at all. Some fighters do. Open. Fist. Nice and tight. Feels good. Final product right here. And what you want to do, cut off the, well, always want the palm to be more open as much as possible. Okay. Nice, good. Put 2 slots right here. 1, 2. Tuck this in nice and tight. Nice little bar. Secure this in. And that's your final product.
How's it feel, Mark?
Great. Feels great.
There you go. Cody Monsalve here at Hurricane Combat Arts Academy. Show you how to do a proper way out of tape hands. Thank you.